everyone, Bethany here and welcome to my channel. I am absolutely excited about this set. It is from Spellbinders. I didn't get the full set, but I got the parts I really wanted the most. So there's this embossing folder. It's called Splatter. And I got this paintbrush. They have several die cuts that were paintbrushes. And this was the most straightforward one and the one that I felt I would use the most, so that's why I got this one. And then, of course, the clear stamp set, which is called Paint Your World Sentiments, which I think they're fun for crafty friends or a pick-me-up or just someone who needs a little bit of extra sunshine and happiness in their lives. So that's what I'm going to be creating today. So I am going to go ahead and start by embossing with my white cardstock. I've cut it down to an A2 size card front, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my Cuttlebug and put the embossing folder and my cardstock through the Cuttlebug. Next, I'm going to use scrap pieces of all these little bits I've found, the colors that I really like. I have this cream colored cardstock for the brush bristles. I was planning on cutting out 3 of these, and I had to do it a couple of times because my Cuttlebug plates are actually starting to warp very badly. I don't know if it's the summer heat, the fact that I just used them probably several projects right in a row, I'm not sure. I haven't had this Cuttlebug that long, but I also don't use it as often, so I don't know why, but it is taking a lot of extra effort in order to get this out. So you'll see that I'm putting extra pieces of cardstock in my sandwich just to get that little bit of extra reinforcement so it cuts all the way through, because running it through the Cuttlebug twice wasn't even working. Alright, and then I have this really nice luscious brown, if you can call brown luscious, that's what I'm calling it. And what's cool about this die is it's going to leave impressions on the handle as if the handle is wood, which is really cool. If I had more time, I would probably color them in later, but I'm not going to do that for this project. But I have ideas of shadowing and highlighting for next time. I'm going to use a shiny, shimmery, foiled gold cardstock that I had lying around, and I'm just going to cut that little metal bit out. I thought I had silver, but could not find it, so gold it is. The next piece I'm going to die cut out is the purple. There's the initial purple drippings of paint, but then there's also 2 little splatters on the sides that you can add wherever you want. So I'm going to cut them all out in the same purple on this scrap piece of paper. And now I'm going to get my Cuttlebug out of the way, and you can see how cute and how pretty these die cuts turned out. So I'm going to show you what I tried to do and how I epically failed. Here you can see I tried to foil using just some regular glue, regular craft glue. And when I put the foil on it, it actually tore the paper below because I must have had too much glue there, and I don't know what's happening with my lighting. Sorry, I am probably needing to update some of my apps that I'm using. Anyways, yeah, it didn't work. It was ripping the paper underneath the foil because it was catching too much of the glue, it seems. And so the foil, even though I rubbed it down with a bone folder, it did not work the way I was hoping to. So I'm going to have to experiment a better way to do that. But in the meantime, I have this splattered background, and I'm going to move away my little paintbrush so I don't drip. But I am going to splatter some Tim Holtz Distress Spray Stain. This is Abandoned Coral. I'm going to spray just one quick little splatter. And then I'm also going to spray with Mermaid Lagoon. This is probably my favorite color. Let's do it from a different direction so it looks haphazard. Ooh, super pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and blot it up with a scrap piece of paper towel. The idea that I was going for was red and blue makes purple. Well, it's not really mixing enough to make a purple, but in any case, I'm going to still use my purple brush because I think it's fun. I'm going to have to figure out a different way to tie in some purple. Let's get creative. So I am grabbing two colors of Color Hive ink, the Purple Rain and the Coronation Purple. I love both of these purples. They're very fun. So we're going to just create our own purple splatters. So I'm going to take these both off. And then what I'm going to do is in one bottle here I have water, one I have alcohol, rubbing alcohol, sorry, not the drinking kind. And I'm just going to put a little drop of each right here on my glass mat. Not a whole lot, but enough to grab from without making a super huge mess. And I'm going to put them right on top of each other so they can go ahead and mix. Basically what I'm doing is I'm creating my own alcohol base. And even though this is regular cardstock, which means it'll probably warp, that's okay because I don't really mind. So as the alcohol and water are mixing, I'm going to dab a little right in the middle, swirl it, and I'm going to grab my Coronation Purple, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap it. What's happening is it is creating a very fast absorbing color. So now I'm going to do it again. Actually, let me wipe off some of that color on my microfiber. And now I'm going to do that again. Grab a little water, a little alcohol, and I'm going to grab some of this color and do the same effect. Trying not to move my camera too much too. So basically, by doing that, it's as if I've created my own alcohol dropper or my own distress spray, but I'm also tying that purple in so when I put the purple paintbrush it doesn't look obnoxious. And if you didn't tell, I also accidentally splattered on here, which is totally fine because that's the paintbrush anyways. So it's only fitting to have splatters on the actual paintbrush, right? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to splotch. I'm going to use the texture of the brush to splotch around the edges. It creates kind of a vignette focal point. And at this point on the brush, both purples have mixed already. But it gives it that extra bit of texture as if it were a framed photograph or something like that. And now you can see how the purple is now blending in with, because I have the alcohol and water mix, it's blending with the blue, it's bringing the blue in, it's bringing the red in, so it really makes a highlight shadow happen naturally with the ink that's already been put down that's still not fully dry. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and be back. Before I go ahead and assemble, I am going to go ahead and pick out my sentiment. The sentiment I am picking is Create Happiness from the Paint Your World Sentiment stamp set, and I am going to place it on this little piece of scrap brown paper. So I am going to use the Snow Flurries Color Hive ink. It is a pigment ink pad, and it is a nice juicy white. I love it. I've used it a few times, and it is growing on me as my favorite white ink. But I am not going to try to be super accurate. I just want it down. So if it's artistically missing something, that's fine. But nope, it worked fine. So I have the Create Happiness in white, and because this stamps so well, I don't feel the need to actually use embossing powder on it. I really just like the look of that naked white, and there's a little bit more accumulated on the edges and the middle. You see a little bit more of the brown. I just love that look, so I'm going to keep it simple. But I have this Cricut card base, and I am going to go ahead and assemble using my Barely Art glue, because we have, once again, two embossed pieces of paper that are going to need to adhere to each other. So the best way to do that is with glue, not tape. I will then also assemble this tedious little brush and fast forward it so you don't have to watch me struggle to get it completed. And I'm picking up the excess glue with my paper towel just because I don't want extra bubbles. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue down the rest of my parts. So this is the final project, and I really love how the splatter and the paintbrush, the sentiment, it all came together. And this brown card base that I'm using up, I'm hoping to get done with all of my pre-made card bases by the end of the year. It's a lofty goal. It's a lofty goal, but we shall see. Yeah, you're putting your 2 cents in too, huh? Franklin. I press record and the first thing he does is make noise. Okay, so I hope you liked today's tutorial. I had a lot of fun. And I will drop links down below for the Spellbinders kit, as well as the Color Hive inks, the Distress spray, and anything else I used. Don't forget to look down below for links to our other channels and also to our shops. And any way you can support us will be greatly appreciated. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy making. Bye! Yes, Franklin, how may I help you? Yeah? You know, Mommy is supposed to be having quiet right now. You're not even supposed to be awake. You're supposed to be napping. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you think you're too grown for naps now? Yeah? Wake up. Wake up? That's what you did. You woke up early. Ah, I know. And it stopped. It stopped, yeah? It's right there. See, that's the one. Oh, you're going to show them the card that we're making? That's very nice of you to be my helper. You read it? We're not going to, it's still drying, so we're not going to read it. There's nothing inside. Please don't rip it though, honey. I know how you like to rip things. And I just ran up a flight of stairs, and now I can tell I'm winded because I'm trying to talk while still winded. Oh boy. Anyways. And there you're not supposed to talk. Oh, you need another cracker. Okay. Can Mama talk now? Eat your cracker. Mommy's trying to talk. Can you eat your cracker, please? Come on, eat your cracker, man. Mommy's trying to record. Yeah, you think you're cute. Oh, really? Would you like another cracker? Yeah. Alright, let me grab you one. Yeah, come on. Here you go. You're welcome. And now we have to wait for your plaything to stop playing. Oh boy. Fun times, fun times. Franklin, don't look at Mama like that. You're so cute. Yeah, okay. Shh. It's time to be quiet. Shh. Look down below for our... I say this how many times and I still forget. Okay. Hold on. Let me get to the right page. It's kind of helpful to see what you're doing when you have it in front of you. Thank you, Franklin, for the entertainment music today. So glad I got you a toy that makes music while I work. Oh, I was not apparently ready to talk there. This was a struggle. Is it painting? It looks like a painting, yes. A paintbrush. You like it? I like it, Debbie. Say bye, everybody. No, hi, buddy. You say hi? You don't want to say goodbye? Hi. Okay, hi. Apparently high is the new goodbye.
It's a
Bye.
painting.
After painting, yes. I was going to say tissue paper. This is definitely not tissue paper. The paper towel. Oof. I need sleep. I have 2 teething babies. I need so much sleep.